Hello, YouTube. I just got off work, as you can see. You guys don't know. Yeah, I'm really a firefighter. Maybe you're new to the channel. You were sent here by Ricky Dye. Maybe you just found me. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for being here. Um, my name's Roger. I'm a firefighter, captain at Idabel Fire Department. Been there 23, going on 24 years. I'm a plumber, and I tell dumb stories. Plum dumb stories. That's me. Um, so I'll tell you guys about a story that happened to me as a firefighter. I'll get this thing straight in a minute. All right, so um, I'm on duty, and at this point, I'm a driver lieutenant before I became captain. So the phone rings, and I answer it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's on fire. I know exactly where it's at. I know the guy's name. I know exactly where we're going. North end of the football field. If you guys are from Idabel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we jump in a truck, and I'm driving. And my captain said, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" And the route we take, instead of going around to it, we went around to it. 6 of one, half a dozen the other. It's either straight shot left turn, straight shot right turn. Either way, you're going to wind up same spot. I think a car may have been turning, so it cut off or coming in from the left. Rather than try to get in behind a car, make the car move, and waste a couple of seconds, I went to the right, come up on the right hand side. The point is, we couldn't see the left hand side from where we was at. So I jump out and I put my air pack on, and put everything in gear, pull the hose. My captain, I have no idea what he's doing. He just kind of, I couldn't see what he was doing. He was probably checking everything out. So I'm running towards the house, and trailer house, and the front door is closed, and he's on the porch. He comes off the porch. I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to get a Halligan to open this door." And I said, "This door." And I turned around and I just kicked the out of it, like boom. When I kicked it, the door opens outward, because the trailer house door, it opens outward. When I kicked it, I folded it inward. Like I kicked it so hard, it folded inside the trailer house door. It's not that big a deal. Boom! I kicked it open, and I kicked it again and kicked it far enough that it was completely off the hinges. It's like kind of laid at an angle. So when I ran in, I had kicked the door again to kick it all the way down, to step on it to run into the fire. My God, as soon as I kicked it and realized it opened, it was like whoosh, hot, hot, hot. Apparently the wind was blowing from the north and through the back of the house. When I kicked it open, all the heat that's inside come out right across my head, my ears. I was like, why is it so stinking hot? Boom, kicked it again, ran inside. It was just like, wow. Had a mask on, had everything on fire. Like my whole head was just like, this is not right. Ducked down, I started spraying. I could see the fire to my left. Kind of knocked it out. And now the wind's still blowing through, so it's clearing a lot of the smoke out for me. And I'm kind of understanding the fire is right here in front of me, the kitchen dining room area. So I'm knocking it out, and it is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And I feel that my captain coming up behind me. And it's only a couple of seconds, but man, it feels like days, because you're hurting. Well, I see just a couple feet away an open door, which once the smoke realized is a back door. Once the smoke clears, I realize it's the back door to my right, about probably my between 1 and 2 o'clock position. So I throw this hose. I said, I gotta go, and I jump out the back door, thinking there's some steps there, and it's just some old rickety pallets. So I tumble across the back. I tumble, fall down, do like a little roll, and jump back up. And I'm hurting, like my whole neck of my head is hurting. I'm like, why am I hurting so damn bad? I realized I lost my helmet. Um, with your mask on, you just put your helmet on top, and it sets, and it protects you a lot. Like the flaps come down around your ears, and you're pretty much protected from here back. Here's your helmet, and here's your flap, and in your collar, and in your mask, and everything. I didn't have that. Like everything from here around was on fire, because it was on fire. So I'm taking stuff off, because I'm outside and the fire's knocked down. And then I'm making my way around because I think that the dude whose house, I think he's inside the house. And if I know him, he's probably drunk. And I know that his bedroom is at the far end on the other side of the fire. So I'm trying to figure out how to get to that bedroom to check and see if he's there, to see if he's passed out. You know, maybe he was cooking and passed out, or maybe he went to bed, forgot he left the stove on. I don't know anything at this point. So as I'm walking around this house, trying to be fireman, trying to look for the fire or smoke, thinking he's in this bedroom, I get to the end of the trailer and there's a sewer pipe running out. Well, now my mind instantly switches to plumber, which it should not have done, but that's just how my mind works. I look at this sewer pipe running on top of the ground, which it shouldn't be doing, and man, there's just like dark doo doo. Somebody has doo dooed on the outside of the sewer pipe. On the outside, who doo doos on the outside of a sewer pipe? It's just big smears and oh man, who doo doos on the outside of a sewer pipe? And then in my mind, as I'm running around trying to be a fireman, I look down. Oh, doo doo. If you know the story, you know how that it ended up not being doo doo. We ended up finding a deceased person, and it turned into a crime scene. So that's a whole lot of story I won't get into. But kicking the door and dropping your helmet and jumping out the back door and then falling and then my mind going from firefighter to plumber all of a sudden. That's all the funny stuff. And then had to go to court and all that shit. That wasn't fun. That was a pretty good one. Um, Pretty good and pretty bad one. We were we're talking about just different calls. I thought I'd tell you guys that one and leave the bad stuff out. Went to one. The guy. I didn't go to the initial one. The guy went inside a little old tool shed and he set himself on fire. And apparently the impact when it all went off, it burned him pretty good, but it blew him out and burned his leg. And then he got out of the hospital like 3 days. And instead of taking him to some psych ward, they let him go. He was suicidal because his girlfriend and wife left him, whatever. So he did it again in the bedroom. And he did it right that time. We found him, drug him out. That was a bad one. Not a lot of details to that one. Same captain. Um, During the same month, it was 2-man shift. Yeah, so yeah, that one didn't go too good. Hmm. I was in firefighter one. I went to firefighter one in 10 or 11 in Stillwater, and they've got this little bitty box area, confined space, entry and exit that they call it. And during training, you got this full bunker suit on and full hat and full face mask, and you're on oxygen and or you're on air, compressed air, and I had this big dude. I can't remember his name. A big country, I called him. I can't remember his name, but I knew he was claustrophobic. And the way it was going is he was ahead of me. It was 5 of us to a squad. The first dude went. Supposed to be big country. Supposed to be somebody else. Supposed to be somebody else. And supposed to be me. Well, I got it figured out. I was like, hey, we got to decide. I was like, hey, let me go behind big country. And then dude didn't want to go. So the first dude went. Big country didn't go. I was right behind him. I told the other dude to go. Go ahead and go ahead of big country. I'm trying to talk to him, trying to talk to him, trying to talk to him. And immediately, as soon as he got down, he was wedged. He was wedged. He started flipping out. I said, hey, man, calm down. Listen. Take your air pack off. Take it off. And I'm trying to, people's coming through. And then if you don't get too fast, the instructors come through. And I'm like, hey, take your air pack off. Take it off. Don't take it off your face. Just take it off. It's got a big hose that comes around. Take it off and push it through. Be quick about it because instructors come in, we're screwed. I don't want to, Okay. But you got to go down this probably 8 foot confined space, make a hard right turn, make a hard left turn, and then you're out. It's tough. And he was getting pinned up, and and claustrophobia is kicking in. I'm like, bro, listen. Take your air pack off, push it in first. It's right here in front of you. I'm right behind you. If anything happens, I'll pull you back out. Okay. I didn't know it made left turns, right turns. I had no idea. So this dude, he's going. I hear him hollering. He's found his right hand turn, and he's too big to make a right hand turn. And he's trying to back out, and I was like right there, like I could feel his feet on my shoulders. I said, "Bro, lay on your side, lay on your side, lay on your side." I would pull my mask this way so you could hear. I said, "Listen, roll over on your left hand side." He did, and he kind of scooted. I pushed him. He made it through. Well, he got stuck again because now he's got to make a left hand turn. But he was almost straight. I said, look, turn over on your right hand side and fold and go left. I kind of helped him. Man, he was gone no time at all. Scared, got out like he had tears in his eyes. He was mad. Hell, I was scared. I didn't know how to get his big ass out of there. But that turning to the on your left hand side, you could fold and go right, and then if you flip over, you know, I hadn't been a plumber at this time. I wasn't on my own as a plumber at this time, but I had been underneath houses working for plumbers, so I kind of understood the lay left, lay right concept. He didn't get it. He was not happy with me. We got out there, you told me to do blah 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 blah. I said, bro, you made it. You made it. You made it. He calmed down a little bit, and that night he's like, man, I was terrified. I said, I know, I was scared too. I didn't know how I was going to get you out of there. You know, got it through it. After that, he was real cool with me. Real cool with me. And then Bam Bam, another dude, he was great big, fresh out of the army. He hadn't been in the army a month. And we had to go. You guys know I'm scared of heights if you don't know. We had to go up like a 2-story window and come out. Like when I come out of the window, like you're supposed to ragdoll, just flop. And there's 3 positions that they can, three or five positions they can carry you down this ladder, fully bunkered out, you know, 18, 15 feet in the air, whatever. You got to carry a grown human being out. Well, the big country dude got to carry me out, and I got to lay sideways like a board. Easy breezy, I'm live. I had to go back up and get a Bam Bam, shit, 220, 5'8", just big solid dude. I'm like 130 at the time. It's big. He come out, and the way they put him out, they got him by his legs. So I'm up the ladder this way. They threw his legs over my shoulder, like and he just flopped. So I had to carry this big dude out with a leg on my shoulder, a leg on my shoulder, looking up. That's all I could do. Well, I had to lean back to give him enough of a cradle that his butt was like right here, and his back was on the rungs. So every time I'd make a step, like his backbone would drag in. He just cussing me and cussing me and cussing me and cussing me all the way down. I swear if you drop me, I'll blah 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 mother MF and blah blah F my life and blah 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 blah. Well, about halfway down, I wasn't scared of heights no more. So I pulled real tight, like I pinned him against it, like his back was really tearing up these rugs. And I'm taking my time. Come on, MF, you hurry the F up. You doing this on purpose, you MF. And donk, right up down his old backbone. Man, I tore him up. We got down here, he's hollering, this MFer did it on purpose. I did. Oh, well, we finally made it through. It's a good time. Man, what else? There's so many stories I could tell you guys. So many good ones, so many bad ones. Um, yeah, fire life. This one's 14 minutes. What have I told y'all about? I told y'all about the fire that turned out to be a murder. And I've told you guys about a couple of Firefighter One. Y'all know in Firefighter One, uh, Bam Bam. I think I'm gonna say he's from Claremont. I don't remember where he's from. Uh, he just like tear stuff up. He kept trying to go out and go out, and I wouldn't go out with him. I was like, no, bro, I got to study, got to study. So he bought these little Firefighter One flashcards. We went to a strip club. It was the ugliest damn tumbleweed, I think it was. It's the ugliest damn strip club I've ever been to in my life. Like I was more focused on the cards than I was the strippers. I was like, I just come out to have a beer. We're studying. I'm going back home. I think I had one beer and one Dr. Pepper in like a 3 hour period. It was horrible. Horrible. I don't know if he made it or not. But yeah, it was not a good time. That's the one and only time the whole time I was in Stillwater I went out. Other than that, I was because I was my motel. Their motel was like 2 miles from uh from the fire grounds. There's like two or three motels right there. My motel was way over on the other side of the town. I had to go through, I had to leave a half hour early, get through traffic, get through everything. This was a golly. We got there on a Saturday, Sunday, every single day. Sunday through Sunday through the next Thursday. I think we got out, and it had to be in a toka Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday for uh, hazmat operations level stuff. So it was a bad couple weekends. Bad couple weekends. I think I left Stillwater that Thursday. Made it home that Thursday night. Snuck in on my wife. I snuck in over my buddy Joe lived over here. I snuck in. I convinced. I had him convince her to come by. She didn't know I was in town, and she just kind of. I've got kids and I really ain't got time. He said, "I'll just drop by for a second." She didn't want to. Didn't want to. And finally, she dropped by, and I had dropped off the car, and I told Joe come pick me up. I was at his house. I was like, well, if she don't come by, I guess I'll just, have you take me home. She finally dropped by just for a second. And I said, damn, it took you long enough. I've been waiting 2 weeks to see you. And she just, oh, and then we kind of went home and I stayed the night in Idabel and got back up early the next morning and drove back to Atoka. Good times. So that's some of the adventures of being a firefighter and firefighter stuff, stories, if you will. All right, I'm gonna upload this one. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate my new subscriber. I think I'm like 116 now. I'm trying to have more videos than I have subscribers, but it's hard to make a video. 85, 86 videos, and I probably talk about the same stuff 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. Appreciate you guys watching. Love you all to death. If you have any ideas or any questions or anything at all, hey, hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm Roj.Williams, ROJ.Williams at Facebook, and I'm also JON.DOUGH.56 at Facebook. Hit me up here, hit me up there, hit me up wherever you want. Go give Ricky Dye a view, a shout out, a follow. Just say hi to him. He's a real great dude. Anybody else? All right. See you guys. Love you guys. Bye.